side, picking up some much-needed yards in first down.
Where else would you want to be on a Friday night than one of the tradition-rich venues of Indiana high school basketball? You are looking live at the Tiger Den in Warsaw, where tonight it's a top 10 showdown for first place in the Northern Lakes Conference. Number 5 Northwood visits number 6 Warsaw on this edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week. And how you doing, everybody? Alongside Angelo Carlo, Chuck Freeby, the Hall of Famer Bo Hundt will join us courtside momentarily. Northwood comes in here ranked number 5 in Class 3A. They are 14-2 on the year, and we saw them 2 weeks ago beat Northridge. One of the reasons they did was a big fellow by the name of Tyler Rosh.
Tyler Rosh is a fantastic player. We know about his size. We know about his athleticism. We'll hear about him and his faith coming up in the student-athlete interview in moments, but he's a fantastic player. He's got the twins from Wawasee, the Evergreen twins as well, transferring over. So they've got that inside-outside punch that make them so dangerous and why they are undefeated so far in NLC play.
And moments ago, we had a chance to talk with Northwood coach Aaron Wolf about tonight's game.
I'm not sure you really keep really good basketball teams under control. We're hoping that maybe they miss some shots. We're going to try to limit as much as we can. But I think we're going to have to play a really strong game to have an opportunity to win.
Meanwhile, the Warsaw Tigers are one of the great stories in Class 4A this year. They've been ranked in the top 10 all season. They have won 8 games in a row. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say there's no team in the state that shoots it better than the Tigers.
Find a weakness in terms of shooting the basketball, and this team is so electric in so many ways. They lose Luke Yeager from last year's squad, but on the offensive side of the ball, they can really light it up, especially from the three-point line. They're really good at the free throw line as well. They can get it done. It's a group we expected to be very good. They are as advertised with 4 returning starters from a season ago.
And Matt Moore knows just how special tonight's game is.
You know, I think they're shooting the ball really well. They're skilled in the backcourt. They're well coached. They have size. And so when you have that mix of championship experience, I think it's difficult to understand going into a game what adjustments you're going to have to make until you get in those moments. And so it'll be a game of adjustments. We're going to have runs. They're going to have runs. And I think whichever coach and whichever team makes the final adjustment may have the outcome.
As usual, Bo Hundt will be joining us courtside tonight. And, Bo, I know both of these teams score in the 60s, but I kind of expect this one to be more like a Warsaw Northwood football game.
Yeah, you're exactly right. When you have 3 guys on each team that average in double figures, you're thinking high-scoring game. But I think this is going to be more of a physical game, more of a game last year, 35-34, low-scoring game, because they want to get out into defenders' face, eliminate those three-pointers, and get a little physical inside tonight, guys.
All right, thank you, Bo, and thanks for joining us in the Notre Dame Federal Credit Union broadcast booth for this edition of the St. Joe County Police Department pregame show. When we come back, we'll get closer to tip-off as we meet our Tony Letcher Health Market Student Athletes of the Week. It's all next on the Sports Michiana High School Basketball Game of the Week.
You're watching the Sports Michiana High School Game of the Week, brought to you by Tony Letcher Health Markets, Tire Rack, Notre Dame Federal Credit Union, the St. Joseph County Police Department, Imagineering Finishing Technologies, Patrick, Reliance, the Lilliard Insurance Agency, Big C Lumber, Crown Trophy, Ferret Custom Roll Foreman, your neighborly hometown heroes, and these great sponsors.
Shopping for tires used to be like pulling teeth. That was before I went to TireRack.com. TireRack's Tire Decision Guide made it easy to drill down to the right tires for me.
What?
Oh, I got a great deal. My tires shipped fast and free and arrived the next day. I even got 2 years of free road hazard protection.
Where?
You're darn right, wow. Next time your tires get long in the tooth, visit TireRack.com.
TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
In need of an award? Call Crown Trophy of Mishawaka, the area's premier award provider. They've been serving the area since 2001 with cutting-edge exclusive products, personalized with state-of-the-art laser engraving technology. And Crown Trophy has more than just trophies. They offer corporate, sales, and retirement awards, along with personalized gifts and promotional products. Crown Trophy, nationally known, locally owned, where everyone's a winner.
For over 100 years, experience and inspiration have been the foundation of Big C Lumber. I'm Mark Young. Deciding on the perfect cabinetry for your home can be overwhelming. It's best to depend on our consultants with decades of experience at Big C Lumber. Your needs and wishes will be matched with our guidance in the creation of new spaces. We call this customer-inspired design, representing your personality, your style. Visit Big C Lumber, where the possibilities are endless.
Let's be honest, shopping for window treatments can be a real pain in the glass. Shades, shutters, blinds, drapes, the options are endless. Avoid expensive mistakes and return shipping with online retailers. Call the local team at Quality Window Treatments. Their entirely local process makes choosing the right look for your space easy. They bring the showroom to you during your in-person consultation. And with hands-off local installation, you never make a measurement. Visit QualityWindowTreatment.com to book your free consultation and see your space in a whole new light.
Your garage door keeps your home, family, and valuables safe and secure. Make sure it always looks good and works well. Precision Garage Door is your one-stop shop for design, installation, and repairs. Count on us to help you choose the right materials, style, and color for your new door. And when you need repairs, we're ready. Our friendly trained technicians work around your schedule and are available 24/7 for emergency repairs. Call your local Precision Garage Door today.
Garage doors done right.
You dream it, we design it. You need it, we've got it. We crank it out so you can crank it up. We work with purpose to power your passion. It's game on, so come on. Let's elevate adventure. Let's take life to the next level today. Let's become better together. This is Patrick.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week brought to you by Tony Letcher with Health Markets, the right policy at the right price. And it's time now for our Tony Letcher Health Markets Student Athletes of the Week. And we have a pair of grace-bound basketball players here. Luke Bricker, senior for Warsaw, and Tyler Rosh, a senior at NorthWood. Tyler, we'll start with you. You have a 3.8 GPA, have been a member of this NorthWood basketball team for the last 4 years, got to win a state championship a couple years ago. How do you balance everything between academics and athletics?
Just knowing my priorities and just making sure I get all my work done is first priority.
All right, youth group is something very important to you. You've been involved in a lot of mission trips. Tell us a little bit about that experience, where you've been, and how rewarding that is for you.
Yeah, so I've been across the U.S. a lot. The furthest I've gone is Romania, and then also Hawaii. We usually run a VBS camp for little kids, and then also just help the local communities there.
Why do you do it, and what does it mean to you to be able to do that?
It means a lot. I'm able to spread the good news of Jesus Christ and just deepen my faith in Him as well.
All right, you're going to go to Grace next year. You're going to play alongside this guy, but you're also going to get reunited with your big brother, Ian. Yeah. What's that experience going to be like?
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Playing with him the freshman, sophomore year was really cool, and I really enjoyed that, and I'm really looking forward to it at Grace.
What made Grace the right choice for you?
I really like the sense of community there, and also the coaching staff a lot, and I just really think it's a good fit.
What does being a NorthWood Panther mean to you?
It means a ton. The community is so good. They show up to every single game and cheer very loud, and they always have our backs.
Tyler, thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Luke Bricker, a senior at Warsaw High School, has a .08 GPA. How do you balance everything between basketball and academics?
Yeah, like going along with what Tyler said, I think being a student first and then an athlete is really important to me, and just getting my work done on time, it's big.
You like to give back as well. You're part of Unified Flag Football. You're a Sunday school teacher. Yeah. Tell us about those experiences.
Yeah, those are both awesome, different in a lot of ways, but I think just being able to serve and show God's love through that has been really good for me, and it's been great to be able to be alongside some of those special needs students and work with them. It's been fun.
How did you get to be a Sunday school teacher at such a young age?
Yeah, I teach third graders with some of my friends. It's been really fun, a great experience. So.
You go to Grace, again, you'll play alongside this guy. You also go from Coach Matt Moore to his brother, Coach Scott Moore. How cool is that, and that play a factor in your decision?
Yeah, it was definitely helped that Coach Moore, my current coach, knows Scott, helped me get in the door. But I think it's going to be a really cool opportunity. Both really great coaches, different in a lot of ways, but I mean, obviously they've both been really successful, so excited.
Are you looking forward to this guy being your teammate rather than being your opponent?
Yeah, for sure. We got a good group coming in next year, so we're excited. Just excited for the opportunity.
How has Warsaw prepared you for the future, not just in basketball, but in terms of being a person and a student as well?
Yeah, they offer some great classes that I'm able to take, some dual credit, stuff like that, that'll help set me up for the future. Great teachers, some of my coaches are teachers, so it's been cool to learn a lot through them. Yeah.
Luke, thank you very much. Congratulations. Tyler, thank you very much. Congratulations. Tyler Rosh, Luke Bricker, our Student Athletes of the Week, presented by Tony Letcher with Health Markets. We have your opening tip-off of this standing top 10 showdown with first place in the NLC on the line right after this on Sports Michiana.
Finding private health insurance can be stressful. What if it didn't have to be? I'm Tony Letcher, licensed insurance agent. I prefer to personally meet with my clients so I can get a better understanding of your needs and budget. I can even review your current coverage. I don't want you to be my client today. I want you to be my client forever. Call Tony Letcher today to schedule your free consultation or visit tletcher.com.
Founded in 2001 by brothers Sam and Levi, Reliance has built a reputation for excellence, providing high-quality home building and renovation services to the Michiana area. From single-room renovations like kitchens and bathrooms to building your dream home from the ground up, everything benefits from their decades of experience. From concept to completion, Reliance makes even the largest projects simple and hassle-free. To find out more, visit RelianceDBR.net. Reliance. Design, build, renovate.
When contractors and OEMs need quality electrical products at the best prices, they look to Babsco Supply. We strive to supply all the electrical products you need for residential, light commercial, and OEM electrical components. We have the knowledge, dedication to customer service, and extensive inventory to ensure your electrical projects are completed successfully. We are employee-owned, which means all of our employees are owners, so you know we care. With locations in Elkhart and Warsaw, Babsco Supply is working together to serve you better. Learn more at babsco.com.
Your car carries precious cargo. It needs to be dependable, rain or shine. Let Tom's Car Care Center in South Bend help take the stress out of your car's maintenance. We'll change your oil in 10 minutes, flush your transmission, replace your wiper blades, and much more. Oil changes include a half-price car wash when needed. Welcome to your extended family, Tom's Car Care Center.
In 1969, America celebrated men landing on the moon. Now the USA is trying to return, and Imagineering Finishing Technologies in South Bend is helping pave the way. IFT is providing paint, chemical conversion coatings, and non-destructive testing services for NASA's Space Launch System and Orion spacecraft, which will deliver astronauts to the moon and possibly Mars. Help make it happen by joining the Imagineering Finishing Technologies team at iftww.com/careers.
Just graduated high school and now wondering what's next? Ready to start making a difference? Now is your chance. The St. Joe County Police Department Correctional Officer's starting pay is $50,000. Working in the jail can teach you life skills that you can use as a correctional or police officer. Benefits include vacation, medical, dental, and vision. For more information, call Sergeant Kylie Williams at 574-245-6263 or apply at sjcpd.org.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week brought to you by the St. Joseph County Police Department. Here's the Warsaw Band with our national anthem. Getting ready for number 5, Northwood. Number 6, Warsaw. Here's Anj.
All right, we got to thank Oak and Alley, Chuck, for feeding our crew tonight with their delicious burgers, chicken sandwiches, and fries. Check out Warsaw's hidden gem, Oak and Alley, for craft burgers and beverages at 2308 Center Street in Warsaw. Tell me a better burger than those guys that they provide us at Oak and Alley. We can't be more appreciative. All right, let's take a look at the starting lineups. First for Northwood, brought to you by J.N. Stone. Miles Everingham, a 6'2 senior guard, averaging 10.4 points, 3.2 assists per game, and 27 threes on the season. Colin Dietzman, a 6-foot junior guard, 6.2 points per game, has 23 threes on the season. Maddox Everingham, a 6'2 senior guard, 16.2 points per game, 38 threes on the season. Tyler Rosh, a 6'8 senior forward, 14.5 points, 9.5 rebounds, 2.3 blocks per game. And Mason Pearson, a 6'7 junior forward, 4 points per game, 5.6 rebounds per game. And again, the starting lineup for Northwood brought to you by J.N. Stone. They applaud the Northwood basketball program for its rich tradition of excellence. J.N. Stone is a family-owned business that manufactures and installs precast stone veneer. Go Panthers.
Checking in quickly on what the teams are wearing, brought to you by It's Tops in Mishawaka. Northwood on the road, blacks with the red numbers, the red letters. And Warsaw in their home whites. Warsaw Tigers in black script, orange numbers, trimmed in black with the orange trim on the uniforms. That's sponsored by It's Tops in Mishawaka.
The Warsaw starters, Luke Bricker, a 6'4 senior forward, 14.6 points per game. Robbie Finlinson, a 6'3 senior guard, 11 points per game. Mylan Berger, a 6'1 junior forward, 6.3 points per game. Brant Martin, a 6'3 senior forward, 17.2 points per game. And Carson Gould, a 6-foot senior guard, 3.6 points per game, but 6.8 assists per game. T. Coman is the sponsor for the Warsaw starting lineup. They've been a part of the Warsaw community for over 45 years. Proud to support Tiger basketball. Go Warsaw.
Let's quickly give you the keys to win, brought to you by the Lilliard Insurance Agency. Northwood has to rebound, keep its poise, and shadow the shooters. Warsaw wants to protect the perimeter, play loose, and create advantages. Those brought to you by the Lilliard Insurance Agency. Old-fashioned Hoosier hysteria basketball. One team in black, the other in white. We're glad you're watching in living color on Sports Michiana.
Opening tip-off brought to you by our friends at Neighborly Hometown Heroes.
So the Northwood Panthers win the tip. They are 14-2 on the year, 4-0 in the NLC. They lost to St. Joe last Saturday. Mason Pearson inside, misses the shot, but tips it back outside, and it's controlled by Miles Everingham. Everingham thought about the three, instead finds Pearson down low, working against Brant Martin, and the foul called on Martin, whose leg got a piece of Pearson.
Also let you know that our first quarter brought to you by R. Yoder Construction. You take a look at the replay, brought to you by Hoover Lumber and Coal. Lots of contact underneath. We talked about this game being physical, and we see that early on.
Pearson is a 50% foul shooter on the year. The 6'7 junior scores 4 points a game, and he hits the first. Let's check in on the series history. This is the 60th meeting between these two teams, dating back to 1970. Warsaw leads the all-time series 44-15, including a 1-point win at the Panther Pit last year. 1 of 2, so Pearson lives up to it. And Warsaw gets the carom from Luke Bricker. Tigers are 14-3 on the year. They're 4-0 in the NLC. Their best wins against Homestead and Northridge. Their losses in the Hall of Fame tournament to Fishers and Jeffersonville, and then the Lures. Heidenberger underneath for 2, gets the Tigers on the board. The 6'1 junior averages 6 points a game.
What a pass by Luke Bricker. We talk about Gould's ability and being one of the top 10 assist men in the state, but Bricker delivers a gem there.
Pesky man-to-man defense here by the Tigers. Maddox Everingham looking for Tyler Rosh up top. Maddox Everingham with a spin move on Berger, but Berger sealed him well. Now Rosh going hard to the hoop and charges.
That's grace on grace crime right there. Both men are student athletes of the week. Brought to you by Tony Letcher Health Markets. As you take a look at the replay, brought to you by Hoover Lumber and Coal. They're going to be teammates next year, but they're not being very friendly right there, and Tyler called for the charge.
Luke Bricker was the one who stood in there and took it right in the chest.
Great to talk to both of those men before the game here tonight.
Berger handles things up top and decides to take the three, couldn't make the three, and Rosh gets a rebound, which will be a familiar call tonight. He has really been on a hot streak rebounding. Maddox Everingham outside to his brother Miles. Rosh on the baseline, takes and makes. Tyler Rosh, a 6'8 senior, averages 14.5 per game and is a 53% shooter from the floor. Berger had to throw it back outside to Carson Gould, who is the true point guard of this team. Gould not known for scoring, but he does like to whip the ball around. Nice pass to Brant Martin, who couldn't hit. And there's Rosh again on the iron.
What was so impressive about that last drive and shot by Tyler Rosh is, look, he's 6'8", but he's not just a big man inside. He's got a nice touch from mid-range, and we even saw him hit a three a couple weeks ago.
Miles Everingham for three. It's sponsored by Quality Window and Door. And Northwood comes out firing here in the early going. Gould on the drive. Luke Bricker outside, had it knocked away by Colin Dietzman.
We mentioned our first quarter brought to you by R. Yoder Construction. They cheer on Northwood. Need a winning team for your next project? R. Yoder Construction will transform your vision into reality with expert design, planning, and full construction management services. R. Yoder Construction, building with purpose, serving with character.
Brant Martin, topside triple, finds a home. That's sponsored by Parkview Sports Medicine. And Martin, the leading scorer on this Warsaw team, gets the Tigers on the board. They're not known for the topside triple. They're known for the corner three. And Tyler Rosh is known for going well to the hoop, and he did right there.
That was a beautiful play inside. And again, we talk about Tyler's athleticism and showing that in multiple facets, including right there, going in for the lay-in, looking like a guard.
Berger all the way to the glass for two. Meidenberger with four. It's an 8-7 Northwood lead, 4:37 to go first quarter. We'll be giving you the time verbally tonight. We don't have the ability to present it to you from the scoreboard here at Warsaw. Everingham for three. It's sponsored by Quality Window and Door, and Miles Everingham with back-to-back threes. He now has 29 for the year. He had a slight slump shooting coming in, not tonight. Bricker in the lane. That was highly contested. Berger for three, yes. Meidenberger already past his average. He's 10 for 22 from three-point range. It's a one-point game with 4 minutes left in the first.
Warsaw, 4 of their 5 starters back. The fifth guy that came into the lineup is Meidenberger. He's having an outstanding game early on here so far tonight.
Rosh hooked Finlinson and picked up his second.
That's a big, big foul for Tyler Rosh. And he will head to the bench as you take a look at the replay brought to you by Hoover Lumber and Coal.
This is absolutely a good call. You cannot hold the defender. You cannot pin him back with your offhand.
And now the question is, with 3:45 remaining in the first quarter, how long will he have to sit on the bench before Aaron Wolf elects to let him go back into the game?
Meanwhile, for a three, Martin misfires, and the rebound comes down to Caleb Vincent, who checked into the game when Rosh went to the bench. A much smaller lineup for Northwood. DeAndre Monroe in, wears number 12. Everingham misses, but we have a foul called up top against Warsaw. It'll be a 2-shot foul and send to the Panthers to the line.
For more than 40 years, Tyrac has been helping people find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Nationally known, locally run by an outstanding team that believes in supporting the Michiana community. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
So it looks like it'll be Maddox Everingham going to the foul line, 83% free throw shooter. He's a transfer from Wawasee. Went over the 1,000-point mark earlier this year.
Whether it's Medicare, individual, or family insurance, or even small business insurance, Tony Letcher with Health Markets is your guy. He doesn't want you to be his client just today. He wants you to be his client forever. Google Tony Letcher Health Markets or visit tletcher.com.
Maddox hits them both. Northwood by 3 with 3:20 to go, first quarter. Robbie Finlinson, good three-point shooter, but he was closely guarded there. Carson Gould trying to back his way in. Berger was open for a hot second. Martin with the baseline drive. He was fouled. No basket. The foul was called on the floor.
As you've seen, our replays tonight have been brought to you by Hoover Lumber & Coal, a locally owned lumber yard and hardware store that prides itself on quality products and service. Stock full of Northwood alums, Hoover Lumber & Coal loves to say, go Panthers.
Foul on Mason Pearson, so the bigs for Northwood picking up all the foul calls early on. Under 3 minutes to go, first quarter. Brant Martin trying to go to work on Pearson. Pearson stood in there and got the rebound.
Pearson's having a good first quarter here. He's doing a lot of the dirty work that's necessary, especially with Roche on the bench. But he can't afford to get that second foul with Tyler already having 2.
Look how far Northwood has to go outside to start its offense. Vincent to Pearson. 3 on the way. Everingham again. This one's Maddox. It's sponsored by Quality Window and Door. The Everingham brothers have 11 of the 16 for Northwood. 2:15 to go in the first. Carson Gould. Now Luke Bricker looking for some room. Tried to feed Finlinson. And Northwood playing some very sticky man-to-man here. Gould for 3. That's not his shot. Berger, though, comes in and picks up the loose change. What a first quarter for Maiden Berger. He has 9. He hit the game-winning shot this year against Homestead, and Matt Moore said that did wonders for his confidence.
Gould is such a good assist man that even when he misses his shots, he gets it right to a man.
Caleb Vincent for 3. That's off. Pearson pushed off and picks up his second.
So both big guys for Northwood, 6'8" Tyler Roche and now 6'7" Mason Pearson, each have 2 fouls in the first quarter. Tyler already on the bench, and now Mason is headed there. And if you're ready to elevate your game, discover PSM Performance, where the region's top athletes get the support they need to become more on and off the field. Experience high-intensity, personalized training with expert coaches focused solely on you. Parkview Sports Medicine, earn your edge.
Sam Lara checks into the game for Warsaw. He wears number 1. DeAndre Monroe poking the pass away.
Imagineering Finishing Technologies in South Bend, longtime supporter of high school athletics. They're also helping NASA send astronauts back to the moon. If you want to help, learn more on joining the Imagineering Finishing Technologies team at iftww.com/careers.
Lara finds Gould. Warsaw can go with a bit of a smaller lineup here because Northwood's bigs are on the bench.
Suddenly, Warsaw has the height advantage on the court between Martin and Bricker.
Grant Martin, though, trying to ball handle, lost it off a Northwood foot and out of bounds. 56.2 seconds left, first quarter.
Quality Window and Door offers professional home improvement products throughout Michiana. If quality is what you're looking for, it's in their name. Visit their showroom in a renovated 100-year-old barn just north of Wakarusa. Quality Window and Door cheers on the Panthers.
Robbie Finlinson with the drive for 2. His first basket of the night for the 6'3 senior, averaging 11 a game. 2-point Northwood lead, 45 seconds left first quarter. DeAndre Monroe had it poked away by Gould, who gets the steal. Tigers have a chance to tie or take the lead. Finlinson shot fake, baseline, jumper, we're tied. 31 seconds left, first quarter.
What a gem of a play by Warsaw.
Full court pressure by the Tigers. And Lara called for the kick with 21.3 to go in the quarter. Aaron Wolf telling his team we're okay.
Male Fashions in Warsaw cheers on the Tigers. Male Fashions is your home for men's formal, business, and casual clothes. Check out Male Fashions on Buffalo Street in downtown Warsaw or on Facebook or Instagram.
Looks like the Panthers want to hold for the last shot. Miles Everingham with 10. Now with 8. Down to 6. Pump, go, and no foul. Yeah, there's the foul called on Robbie Finlinson. His old Wawasee Middle School teammate, Maddox Everingham, got him up in the air that time, and Finlinson called for the foul. It'll be a two-shotter for Maddox Everingham with 2.5 seconds left first quarter.
Ferret Custom Roll Forming, the best choice in metal fabrication, provides ISO certified quality with unparalleled service and support. At Ferret Custom Roll Forming, we form value. Learn more at ferretrollforming.com.
So Maddox Everingham hits the first. He and his brother both have 6 so far in the first quarter. And make it 7 for Maddox. 2.5 seconds left for the Tigers to try to get a shot. Gould, inbound, stolen away. Colin Dietzman for 3, won't go. And that's the way the first quarter ends. What an electric pace we've had here in the Tiger Den in the first stanza. Meidenberger had 9, but the Everingham brothers had 13, and Northwood leads 18-16 after 1 on Sports Michiana.
I joined Notre Dame Federal Credit Union a long time ago.
1978.
I've been a member over 15 years.
I've worked with Notre Dame my whole banking life.
44 years.
I have my checking account there, I have my savings account there.
Really value the
community-based banking system.
My credit card with Notre Dame, I have my car insurance with Notre Dame.
I can't say enough good things, really.
I have my auto loans with Notre
My
Dame.
whole life is at Notre Dame
I
Credit
will
Union.
remain with them until the day I die.
It's one unique, one special vibe.
Are you tired of auto service from big box stores and new car dealers? 45 years ago, my parents, Bud and Diane, founded Zolman's with a strong commitment to the community. Today, Zolman's Best One Tire and Auto Care is still family owned and operated with over 150 employees and families. And we offer a price match guarantee on any tires from any local dealer, while providing complete auto service on all makes and all models. Serving you and your family for 3 generations. Buy local, shop local. Zolman's Best One Tire and Auto Care.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you in part by Tire Rack. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. Downstairs for a Patrick Sideline report. Bo Hundt, your thoughts on the first quarter?
Well, of course, Roush and Pearson with both tooth fouls. I think that's the biggest story of that first quarter. Other thing is, Northwood, 5 free throws they hit. Warsaw 0 in that first quarter. I think that's one of those key things. Warsaw shooting 78 on the year. Well, they got to get to the line, guys.
Not only that, but Northwood shot 63% from the field in the first quarter.
Tyler Rosh is back in the game with 2 fouls here to start the second quarter.
Interesting choice by Aaron Wolf. Lara, caught in no man's land, has to toss it back outside. The big scores for Warsaw so far have been pretty quiet. Here's Lara for 3. The corner triple is good. It's sponsored by Parkview Sports Medicine. And Sam Lara is now 4 of 6 from three-point range this season. Maddox Everingham short on the layup. Warsaw with a 1-point lead. Gould going all the way for 2. And just like that, an eruption by Warsaw to start the second to take the lead. Caleb Vincent to Colin Dietzman. Dietzman trying to drive on Brogan Farrell. On Parker Justice.
The interesting part for Tyler Rosh is both his fouls have been on the offensive end of the glass, so he's got to be very careful when he has the ball.
Gould with the rebound. Does not have numbers, so stops and throws it to Lara. Berger wide open for 3. And Rosh gets another rebound. Rosh has been averaging 14 rebounds a game the last 3 games.
You see how quickly he tucked in those elbows? He doesn't even want to give the refs an opportunity to call him from foul number 3.
But Rosh down low for the up and under, and he scores, and he has 6. Certainly an offensive threat when he is in the game.
This second quarter brought to you by our friends at Ferret Custom Roll Forming.
5:55 to go first half, 21-20 Warsaw. Gould to Lara, the soccer player on the inside, up and under, well defended that time by Colin Dietzman. Miles Everingham handles it up top for Northwood. Maddox Everingham driving the baseline. Maddox with a quick move. Matt Moore wanted to travel, didn't get it. Dietzman for three. Wouldn't go, and Bricker soars for the rebound. Matt Moore calls the play from the sidelines with 5:05 to go first half.
Napanee Family Eye Care has had a clear vision since 1999 to be recognized as the premier eye care provider in northern Indiana. What do they want to see tonight? A Northwood victory, of course. Visit NFE2020.com to make an appointment today.
Held ball, alternating possession will go to Northwood. Grant Martin and Robbie Finlinson check back into the game for Warsaw.
And the high-paced actions means we haven't had any timeouts on the floor. They would be brought to you by Napanee Family Eye Care from Northwood and by Male Fashions for Warsaw once we get some. I think they'll come eventually.
Second half.
Yes.
Miles Everingham brings it up for Northwood. Trailing by 1, 4:45 to go first half. Miles spinning, winning. He has 8. That leads the Panthers. He averages 10 per game. Finlinson, another Wawasee transfer. Fades, can't hit. Rosh, another rebound. Northwood now back in front, and Rosh going to work down low, kicking it back outside. They get Rosh the ball on the block, working one-on-one against Brant Martin. Good defense by Martin.
Well, I think Tyler's being careful. He cannot be as aggressive. Yeah, he has no choice. He can't be as aggressive, especially since both fouls, as we said, have been on the offensive side of the ball. Now under 4 minutes to play here in the second quarter at the 3:45 mark.
Biden-Berger having a great first half. Nearly traveled. Instead, bowls his way for 2. Good Berger.
He keeps his feet somehow and then gets the shot to go. Everything going his way. He's got 11, and Warsaw's got the 1-point lead here.
3:20 left, first half. Caleb Vincent looking for some help. Trying to go one-on-one against Brant Martin, and did. That's a strong move by Caleb Vincent, the 5'11 junior.
If you want to help your team look great, It's Tops can help. They're the official outfitter for a number of local schools and even Sports Michiana, and they can do a lot more than just clothes. Learn more at itstops.net.
Berger throwing shoulders that would make Bart Curtis blush. Here's Laura up top for 3. Sam Laura, and a timeout called, sponsored by Male Fashions. 2:47 left first half. Warsaw up by 2 on Sports Michiana.
Yes, I was just in a bad car accident. I need help.
I'm in a call center. How am I supposed to help you? Did you buy this insurance over the interweb?
Yes.
You think this can wait till after my lunch break?
No, your lunch can wait.
When this happens, you'll understand why it's important to have a local agent. The Lilliard Insurance Agency is just that agency. We're a local agency and we're here to take care of you. Call the Lilliard Agency today.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you in part by Reliance. Design, build, renovate.
Lori Sumter with Phil Hundt and Associates has been working in Panther Nation for more than 40 years and is proud to be a Northwood Panther supporter. Give Lori a call with all your real estate needs or questions. Go Panthers.
Girls basketball tonight. Marion leads Our Lady of the Lake at half, 30-7. We'll see the Knights next Friday night in the sectional semifinals on Sports Michiana. They'll take on either Plymouth or John Glenn.
We'll have both games from that St. Joe sectional next week. The nightcap will feature St. Joe against either Culver Girls Academy or New Prairie.
Stolen away by Sam Lara. And he'll go in for the bucket on the bump. Lara came in, got the steal, and then, as the Hoover Lumber and Coal replay shows, took the contact from Caleb Vincent And Laura, who only averages 4 points a game, looking for his 9th right here, by the way. He's 12 of 12 at the line this season.
Causing trouble, are we?
Matt Moore says he's been a pleasant surprise this year. Yeah, I'll double down. It's a 5-point Tiger lead, their biggest of the night. Mason Pearson. And the ball poked away by Berger from behind. Gould threads the needle to Lara. How did he do that?
A nominee for the Big C Lumber big play of the game, Sam Lara. Wow, what a play. He's got 11, Chuck, all here in the second quarter.
Timeout called by Northwood. It's sponsored by Napa Knee Family Eye Care. 2:20 to go first half. Tigers up 7 on Sports Michiana.
For over 100 years, experience and inspiration have been the foundation of Big C Lumber. I'm Mark Young. Deciding on the perfect cabinetry for your home can be overwhelming. It's best to depend on our consultants with decades of experience at Big C Lumber. Your needs and wishes will be matched with our guidance in the creation of new spaces. We call this customer-inspired design, representing your personality, your style. Visit Big C Lumber, where the possibilities are endless.
Let's be honest, shopping for window treatments can be a real pain in the glass. Shades, shutters, blinds, drapes, the options are endless. Avoid expensive mistakes and return shipping with online retailers. Call the local team at Quality Window Treatments. Their entirely local process makes choosing the right look for your space easy. They bring the showroom to you during your in-person consultation. And with hands-off local installation, you never make a measurement. Visit QualityWindowTreatment.com to book your free consultation and see your space in a whole new light.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you in part by Imagineering Finishing Technologies, IFT, where quality is a way of life. Chuck Freeby, Angelo, Carlo, Hundt back with you in the Tiger Den. One more look, courtesy Hoover Lumber and Coal, at this stunning bucket by Sam Lara.
Wow. Unbelievable play. He's had an unbelievable second quarter and looking to cap it off here with a free throw, and he does. He's got 12 all here in the second quarter as Warsaw has really done it on Northwood here in the second frame.
That is his career high, by the way.
Wow. Warsaw has outscored Northwood 16-6 in the second quarter.
Everingham misses. Pearson blocked from behind by Brant Martin. Berger for 3. Lara the rebound, it wouldn't go, and Pearson comes up with a rebound for Northwood.
And it's been those two guys that have been the bread winners so far here tonight for Warsaw, Lara and Berger.
23 of the 32 for Warsaw from those two unheralded heroes. Gould with another steal. Finlinson for 3. It's an 11-point Tiger lead. The 3 sponsored by Parkview Sports Medicine, and it is starting to get away from the Panthers. Rosh found Pearson underneath. Blocked by Martin. Finlinson. Berger the rebound. And Rosh says, get that shot out of here. Miles Everingham brings it up for Northwood. Rosh down low, trying to work on Brant Martin. Fades, fires, couldn't hit.
They've gone ice cold, have the Panthers here in the second quarter. Only 6 points in this second frame.
40 seconds to go, first half. Lara looking for a cutter. Here's Berger with 27. Berger with 22. And Warsaw looks like it'll hold for one shot with 15 seconds to go, first half. See the scoreboard at the TireRack.com scoreboard, bottom of your screen. 7 seconds. Martin to Finlinson with 3 seconds. That short tip goes awry, and the first half comes to an end. The Warsaw Tigers with an impressive second quarter, leading Northwood 35-24. We toss it down courtside for a Patrick sideline report. Bo Hundt has the head coach of the Tigers, Matt Moore, in just a second. Matt's getting an earful from Zach Sliwa, the lead official on this crew. Go ahead now, Bo.
It wasn't Bricker, Finlinson, and Martin, but it was Laura and Berger in that first half. Just talk about their performance.
Well, we got a lot of confidence in them, and it's a senior-led team. But when those moments come for the young guys, they show up, and so that was their moment. And they've done a great job of keeping us afloat.
What was the difference in that second quarter for your team?
I think the tempo. Obviously, foul trouble for them makes them play differently, but we're getting stops right now, and we're playing with some tempo, and that's where I think our advantage is. If they want to play fast, we're going to play faster.
Thanks for your time, Matt.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
All right, Bo, stick around, everybody. A lot to talk about on our St. Joseph County Police Department halftime report. The defense in the second quarter, tremendous, and so was Sam Laura. He has a career-high 12. Warsaw up by 11, going to the locker room on Sports Michiana.
Shopping for tires used to really grind my gears. So many tires, and the thought of choosing the right one made me, Precisely. That's before I went to TireRack.com. I got the best deal hands down. My tires ship fast and free, arrive the next day like clockwork. Tire Rack even gave me 2 years of free road hazard protection. Precisely.
TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Medicare plans can be confusing, but they don't have to be. I'm Tony Letcher, licensed insurance agent. I can help you compare your options because I'm appointed with many nationally recognized carriers. With my help, you can find the coverage that fits your needs and budget. I don't want you to be my client today. I want you to be my client forever. Call Tony Letcher today to schedule your free consultation or visit tletcher.com.
Your garage door keeps your home, family, and valuables safe and secure. Make sure it always looks good and works well. Precision Garage Door is your one-stop shop for design, installation, and repairs. Count on us to help you choose the right materials, style, and color for your new door. And when you need repairs, we're ready. Our friendly, trained technicians work around your schedule and are available 24/7 for emergency repairs. Call your local Precision Garage Door today.
Garage doors done right.
And this edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you in part by Patrick, empowering outdoor enthusiasts since 1959. It's a 35-24 Warsaw lead here at the intermission. Come on inside the Notre Dame Federal Credit Union broadcast booth. Chuck Freeby and Angelo Carlo. We're high above the fray. Bo Hundt is courtside, and Bo, 6 turnovers by Northwood compared to 1 for Warsaw. That stood out to me on the stat sheet. What stood out to you in the first half for Warsaw?
I think the biggest thing with Warsaw was the ability to play together as a team, not anybody really being the lone star or anything like that. Everybody stepping up, everybody believing in themselves. And once they caught a little bit of fire and got a little confidence, you saw how confident the whole rest of the team became. Finlinson there at the end, his shot, Laura, just everybody's confidence really started to get boosted once they started hitting shots, and once they took that lead. I think that was the big difference.
Bo, Tyler Roche played that second quarter, but he had 2 fouls. Did you see anything different from him compared to when he wasn't in foul trouble in the first quarter that might have changed things for the Panthers?
Oh, absolutely. Roche and Pearson, both of them, their physicality level on the inside came down a notch, maybe even 2 notches. They weren't being as physical inside. They weren't being as aggressive once both of them got those 2 fouls. And I think that was one of the key differences as well in the game, especially in the first half, was the physicality inside. It was there for most of the first quarter, but once those guys picked up fouls, it kind of went down a little bit. And when Roche came back in, he wasn't as physical. I'm at least 2 notches down from that.
One other thing is when those guys are out of the game, that allows Warsaw to cover up the perimeter a lot more. Northwood did not hit a 3-pointer in the second quarter. One of the reasons they're down by 11 right now. We'll talk a little bit more about what we saw in the first half when we come back on the St. Joseph County Police halftime report. 35-24 Warsaw has the lead here on Sports Michiana.
You dream it, we design it. You need it. We've got it. We crank it out so you can crank it up. We work with purpose to power your passion. It's game on, so come on. Let's elevate adventure. Let's take life to the next level today. Let's become better together. This is Patrick.
In need of an award? Call Crown Trophy of Mishawaka, the area's premier award provider. They've been serving the area since 2001 with cutting-edge exclusive products, personalized with state-of-the-art laser engraving technology. And Crown Trophy has more than just trophies. They offer corporate, sales, and retirement awards, along with personalized gifts and promotional products. Crown Trophy, nationally known, locally owned, where everyone's a winner.
Are you tired of auto service from big box stores and new car dealers? 45 years ago, my parents, Bud and Diane, founded Zolman's with a strong commitment to the community. Today, Zolman's Best One Tire and Auto Care is still family owned and operated with over 150 employees and families. And we offer a price match guarantee on any tires from any local dealer, while providing complete auto service on all makes and all models. Serving you and your family for 3 generations. Buy local, shop local. Zolman's Best One Tire and Auto Care.
We found out about Notre Dame Federal Credit Union through a friend. We were nervous about growing interest rates, but Notre Dame Federal Credit Union communicated the entire way through that process and made us feel like we made a good move. Finding a house was the tricky part, but securing financing and going through the purchase process with Notre Dame Federal Credit Union, that was the easy part. That was simple. We would highly recommend working with Notre Dame Federal Credit Union. The customer service is amazing.
And this edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you in part by Notre Dame Federal Credit Union, putting people over profits. We welcome you back inside the Notre Dame Federal Credit Union broadcast booth. Chuck Freeby and Angelo Carlo, your thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, I think the foul trouble is one of the big things here. Tyler Roche was great in that first quarter, and then he just, as Bo mentioned, maybe going down 2 notches being the difference. They were outscored 19-6 in the second quarter. That's not going to get the job done against one of the top 10 teams in the state in Class 4A.
Lots of highlights to show you from the first half. Let's show you how it got to be this way, because Northwood came out firing early from outside as Miles Everingham drains that 3. Warsaw tried to answer with a Grant Martin topside triple, and back and forth they would go. It was Tyler Roche with a beautiful lob on the inside, and then when Miles Everingham hit that, Northwood seemed to have the lead, but Warsaw would come back. Meidenberger had a huge first half with 11 points. Northwood was led by Maddox Everingham and his brother Miles, who had 7, but look at the nice move here by Robbie Finlinson, the fake and the fire. And then out in the corner, Sam Lara started to heat up in the second quarter. Northwood's Miles Everingham had 8 points to lead the Panthers with the spin move there. Caleb Benson, a nice bucket, but defense turned into offense. Look at Sam Lara, the spinorama in the bucket of the bump. And then Robbie Finlinson will drain a triple here, and that put Warsaw up by 11, and that's where they stand here at the first half. 35-24 in favor of the Tigers. When we come back, we'll hear from Bo Hundt and hear what kind of adjustments Aaron Wolf needs to make in the second half for Northwood. You're watching high school basketball on Sports Michiana.
Your car carries precious cargo. It needs to be dependable, rain or shine. Let Tom's Car Care Center in South Bend help take the stress out of your car's maintenance. We'll change your oil in 10 minutes, flush your transmission, replace your wiper blades, and much more. Oil changes include a half-price car wash when needed. Welcome to your extended family, Tom's Car Care Center.
When contractors and OEMs need quality electrical products at the best prices, they look to Babsco Supply. We strive to supply all the electrical products you need for residential, light commercial, and OEM electrical components. We have the knowledge, dedication to customer service, and extensive inventory to ensure your electrical projects are completed successfully. We are employee-owned, which means all of our employees are owners, so you know we care. With locations in Elkhart and Warsaw, Babsco Supply is working together to serve you better. Learn more at babsco.com.
Why do our auto insurance rates keep going up? Oh.
Dramatic increases in parts, labor, and medical care are causing auto insurance rates to soar nationwide. Lilliard's Insurance can protect you from auto rate increases with our available rate lock feature. And because Lilliard's Insurance is a local business, you get better service and deal with actual people. Hi, I'm Matt Lilliard. Call or text us today to see if you qualify.
And this edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you in part by the Glass Doctor, Mr. Handyman, and 5-Star Painting, your neighborly hometown heroes. Our hometown hero gives us Patrick's sidelines reports. Bo Hundt, what Aaron Wolf have to say at the break?
The biggest thing he talked about was definitely eliminating the turnovers and stopping the fast breaks. Big things they had to stop in that first half, do a better job in the second half, and knock down some more threes. Guys?
Third quarter being brought to us by Topping Dental.
And they provide optimal dental care to the Michiana community and welcome new patients to all 3 locations in Napanee, Middlebury, and Elkhart. Learn more at drtopping.com.
We'll see if the Panthers can take a bite out of this Tiger lead here in the third. Trailing by 11. A quick pace seemed to work for Warsaw in the first half. Can they keep that kind of pace here in the second half? Brant Martin goes up strong and well defended by Tyler Rosh. Here comes Northwood the other way. Maddox Everingham outside. And Northwood threw it away.
Your home deserves the best, and your neighborly hometown heroes are here to deliver. Glass Doctor secures your home with expert glass care. Mr. Handyman takes on small fixes to big improvements, and 5-Star Painting revitalizes your space inside and out. Trust the pros who bring you peace of mind above all else.
Halftime, Concord leads Wawasee 23-15. Luke Bricker hits.
And that's his first points of the night, Chuck?
Yes, he averages 15 a game. 37-24 Warsaw.
Locally owned Central Automotive in downtown South Bend, your answer for oil changes, brakes, air conditioning repair, general maintenance, and more. Check them out at Lafayette and Colfax. Central Automotive, we're here for all your automotive needs.
Tyler Rosh bowls his way to the basket. Meidenberger fouled by Mason Pearson. That'll be the third on the big fella.
And now we'll see if Tyler, they got to let him loose, right? They got to let him try and do his thing. Thank you to Lilliard Insurance Agency for all their work in helping Sports Michiana get all its insurance needs. Real people, real service, real value. That's their slogan, but Matt Lilliard and his team also live it every day. Visit realvalueins.com to get the personal touch you deserve.
Meidenberger's a 60% foul shooter on the year. The All-Northern Lakes Conference soccer player hits the first, and DeAndre Monroe will check back in for Northwood.
Notre Dame Federal Credit Union is the financial institution of choice for Sports Michiana, plus hundreds of churches and schools. Link your Elevate credit or debit card, and your nonprofit earns 1% cash back. Go to NotreDameFCU.com/elevate to learn more.
Berger now misses off the back iron, but Bricker gets the rebound. Berger now has tied his season high. His career high 15 came against Harrison last year. Carson Gould to Luke Bricker for 3. Yes, sir. It's sponsored by Parkview Sports Medicine, and the big fella starting to heat up.
Since 1959, Patrick Industries in Elkhart has empowered outdoor enthusiasts to achieve next-level recreation experiences. Patrick, a proud supporter of our local teams and athletes, empowering excellence on and off the court.
Colin Dietzman outside to Monroe. Rosh finds Everingham. Dietzman, who helped deliver a baby calf last night, just 15 minutes after practice, now trying to help this offense get going. And Dietzman can't get the 3 delivered. The rebound to Bricker.
Respect, loyalty, pride, courage, integrity, and dedication. Those are the many ways officers at the St. Joseph County Police Department are serving our community. If you're looking for a career change, visit sjspd.org to learn more.
The 3 sponsored by Parkview Sports Medicine. 5:40 to go, third quarter. It's all Tigers in Tigertown. 44-26 Warsaw on Sports Michiana. The timeout sponsored by Napanee Family Eye Care.
Finding private health insurance can be stressful. What if it didn't have to be? I'm Tony Letcher, licensed insurance agent. I prefer to personally meet with my clients so I can get a better understanding of your needs and budget. I can even review your current coverage. I don't want you to be my client today. I want you to be my client forever. Call Tony Ledger today to schedule your free consultation or visit tledger.com.
Shopping for tires used to be like pulling teeth. That was before I went to TireRack.com. TireRack's tire decision guide made it easy to drill down to the right tires for me. What? Oh, I got a great deal. My tires shipped fast and free and arrived the next day. I even got 2 years of free road hazard protection.
Where?
You're darn right, wow. Next time your tires get long in the tooth, visit TireRack.com.
TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you by the Lilliard Insurance Agency. Real people, real service, real value.
All right, are your tires ready to handle winter's worst? Experts at TireRack.com will get your vehicle ready for prime time. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Nice cut by Tyler Roche. Now he needs some help. And another NorthWood turnover.
And those turnovers adding up in a hurry, and the score and the deficit is unbelievable that it is ballooned to 18 points.
A Warsaw team that has played a very strong schedule this year, had a lot of confidence coming into this game. Matt Moore made no bones about it. He felt his team gave NorthWood matchup problems. That has proven to be the case tonight.
NorthWood had 18 points in the first quarter. They've scored 8 points since then.
And we have 4:55 to go in the third. Meidenberger puts the ball down, kicks it back outside.
Before the game, we interviewed our Student Athletes of the Week, presented by Tony Letcher. Tony, a lifelong resident of Michiana, licensed insurance agent with Health Markets. If you need insurance, Tony is your guy. Google Tony Letcher, Health Markets to connect.
Grant Martin couldn't hit that one, though, and here comes NorthWood the other way with 4:30 to go, third quarter.
Another shout out to our friends at Oak and Alley for feeding our crew tonight with their delicious burgers. Check out Warsaw's hidden gem, Oak and Alley, for craft burgers and beverages at 2308 Center Street in Warsaw.
Maddox Everingham now with 9 to lead the Panthers.
That's his first point since the first quarter when he had 7.
Warsaw content to slow it down a little bit. Martin, stop and go move, lays it up and in. Grant Martin now with 5. I mean, that's the thing about Warsaw. Their top 2 leading scorers, who combined to average 32 points a game, they've been held in check. But Sam Laura and Meidenberger have done a heck of a job tonight, and that ball will stay with NorthWood. Laura checking back in for Berger.
J.N. Stone applauds the NorthWood basketball program for its rich tradition of excellence. J.N. Stone, a family-owned business that manufactures and installs precast stone veneer. Go Panthers.
Caleb Vincent. Vincent looking for some help, finds Dietzman. Roche really banging bodies down in the paint. There's the big fella. He'll try to go to work on Brant Martin. Charges it.
3 fouls tonight, all on the offensive end for Tyler Roche as you take a look at the replay, brought to you by Hoover Lumber and Coal.
And I can tell you exactly what Aaron Wolf is saying. Look, Meidenberger's been banging with that shoulder all night tonight too, and there hadn't been a call. But Tyler Roche has really moved somebody out of the way that time.
Hoover Lumber and Coal, locally owned lumber yard and hardware store that prides itself on quality products and service. Stock full of NorthWood alums, Hoover Lumber loves to say, go Panthers.
And you can just sense a whole lot of frustration for NorthWood right now. Grant Martin sizing up Roche, decides, I'll take it outside with 3 minutes left in the third.
T. Coman has been a part of the Warsaw community for over 45 years, proud to support Tiger basketball. Congrats to the cheerleaders, players, and coaches on a great season. Go Tigers.
Timeout sponsored by Male Fashions. 2:48 to go, third quarter. 46-28 Warsaw on Sports Michiana.
Founded in 2001 by brothers Sam and Levi, Reliance has built a reputation for excellence, providing high-quality home building and renovation services to the Michiana area. From single-room renovations like kitchens and bathrooms to building your dream home from the ground up, everything benefits from their decades of experience. From concept to completion, Reliance makes even the largest projects simple and hassle-free. To find out more, visit RelianceDBR.net. Reliance. Design, build, renovate.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you in part by Crown Trophy. They're nationally known and locally owned.
R. Yoder Construction cheers on Northwood. Need a winning team for your next project? R. Yoder Construction will transform your vision into reality with expert design, planning, and full construction management services. R. Yoder Construction, building with purpose, serving with character.
Halftime, Tippecanoe Valley with a 22-9 lead on LaVille in an Indiana Northern State Conference game. 46-28 Warsaw here with 2:40 left, third quarter. Carson Gould, the fine point guard for Warsaw, looking for a seam. Gould, whose brother Jackson plays at Indiana Wesleyan. Here's Brant Martin. Wing jumper is off the mark. Oh, Rosh with the one-hand rebound and a foul called. I think that one's on Sam Lara.
The athletic journey looks a little different for everyone. Whether you want to gain a competitive edge or just get healthy enough to play sports, you can count on Parkview Sports Medicine. From treatment to training, it's all about you. Learn more at parkviewsportsmedicine.com.
Robbie Finlinson checks out of the game as Parker Justice comes back in for Warsaw. Northwood just trying to find some points right now. As An just pointed out, they had 18 in the first quarter. They have had 10 in the, well, let's see, almost 14 minutes since then. 2 minutes to go exactly, third quarter.
Notre Dame often talks about the adjustments Al Godin makes. Well, Matt Moore and his staff have made some great adjustments. Obviously, part of it was the foul trouble for Northwood, but you have to give a lot of credit to this Warsaw team for the adjustments they've made defensively as well.
Maddox Everingham now in double digits with 11. Minute 40 to go here in the third.
And one of the things they've done is prevented the outside shot from Northwood. They have not hit a three-pointer since the first quarter.
And that is part of Matt Moore's defensive strategy. They want to take that away and make teams beat them with twos. They figure not enough teams can make enough twos to beat them because they shoot the three very well. Although Martin didn't take the cue there, did he?
Trying to set him up. Come on.
Here's Everingham, and Maddox almost threw it away. Caleb Vincent had it poked away from behind. Here comes Warsaw on the run through the hands of Martin, and he goes out of bounds.
Imagineering Finishing Technologies in South Bend, a longtime supporter of high school athletics. They're also helping NASA send astronauts back to the moon. Want to help? Learn more by joining the Imagineering Finishing Technologies team at iftww.com/careers.
Another ball stolen away by Warsaw. Lara in the corner. Down to 55 seconds to go here in the third. Tell you another team that's playing well right now is the Marion Knights. Rob Berger's team up on Washington 52-32 after three.
We'll have them in 2 weeks in the Holy War against St. Joe. Always a fun battle. Quality Window and Door offers professional home improvement products throughout Michiana. If quality is what you're looking for, it's in their name. Visit their showroom in a renovated 100-year-old barn just north of Wakarusa. Quality Window and Door cheers on the Panthers.
20 seconds to go here in the third. Sam Lara guarded by Miles Everingham. And the Tigers will try to hold for one. Gould with 7 seconds. Here's Bricker down low. Parker Justice with 3 seconds left in the quarter. Terrific execution by Warsaw. It's been that way for 3 quarters. Tigers lead at 48-30 as we go to the fourth with the NLC lead on the line on Sports Michiana.
Shopping for tires used to be like pulling teeth. That was before I went to TireRack.com.
In 1969, America celebrated men landing on the moon. Now the USA is trying to return, and Imagineering Finishing Technologies in South Bend is helping pave the way. IFT is providing paint, chemical conversion coatings, and non-destructive testing services for NASA's Space Launch System and Orion spacecraft, which will deliver astronauts to the moon and possibly Mars. Help make it happen by joining the Imagineering Finishing Technologies team at iftww.com/careers.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you in part by Big C Lumber, where the possibilities are endless. We go downstairs for a Patrick sideline report. Bo Hundt, what impressed you about Warsaw in that third quarter?
Well, their ability to take care of the basketball. NorthWood, I think they got a little bit worse with taking care of the basketball. A little bit more turnovers there in the third quarter, just being a little sloppy out there. And you can see the confidence in the Warsaw players with the way they handle the ball and the way they bring it up the floor.
11 turnovers for NorthWood, 2 for Warsaw. There's the story.
Mel Fashions in Warsaw cheers on the Tigers. Mel Fashions is your home for men's formal business casual clothes. Check out Mel Fashions on Buffalo Street in downtown Warsaw or on Facebook or Instagram. And this fourth quarter brought to you by Lori Sumter with Phil Hundt and Associates. She's very happy to see Tyler Rosh get a jumper because she spots to the fourth quarter because she expected this to be the ball game, and NorthWood's hoping to get back in this. Lori Sumter with Phil Hundt and Associates, been working in Panther Nation for more than 40 years. Proud to be a NorthWood Panther supporter. Give Lori a call with all your real estate needs or questions. Go Panthers. I'm not sure there's a bigger supporter of NorthWood than Lori Sumter. She loves her Panthers.
10 points now for Tyler Rosh. Brant Martin surveys the scene. Bricker down on the baseline. Up strong, blocked from behind, and here comes Everingham the other way for NorthWood. Had it poked away by Parker Justice. And Martin will slow it up with 7 minutes to go.
Ferric Custom Roll Forming, the best choice in metal fabrication, serving a variety of industries, including solar applications, conveyor systems, chassis, and structural components to decorative trim. Learn more at ferretrollforming.com. We form value.
Carson Gould had it knocked away, but a foul is called on NorthWood. I believe this is going on Caleb Vincent, his second.
Napanee Family Eye Care has had a clear vision since 1999 to be recognized as the premier eye care provider in northern Indiana. What do they want to see tonight? A big NorthWood comeback. Visit NFE2020.com to make an appointment today.
Lakeshore leads Mattawan 38-29 up in Michigan. At the end of 3, Penn on top of Adams 31-21. Boy, the Kingsmen had themselves a whale of a weekend last weekend. And a 5-second call against Warsaw.
Sports Michiana's apparel, courtesy of our friends at It's Tops in Mishawaka. Clothes, office supplies, tumblers. If you want to put your logo on something, odds are It's Tops can make it happen. Locally run since 1976, It's Tops gives you the personalized attention you deserve. Learn more at itstops.net.
By the way, under 8 minutes to go in the first half at Mackey Arena, IU leads Purdue 27-26. 6.5 to go in this one. NorthWood trailing by 16. Lob goes up to Maddox Everingham for 2. You wouldn't expect that for a 6'2 guard, but he was able to put it home. Carson Gould. Outside Meidenberger. And Warsaw content to drain clock. Lara throws it over the head of Finlayson, and NorthWood will get it back, trailing by 14 with 5:58 to go.
Topping Dental Group provides optimal dental care to Michiana at 3 convenient locations. Visit Dr. Topping and Dr. Brown in Napanee, Dr. Swihart in Elkhart, and Dr. Jacobowitz in Middlebury. Learn more at drtopping.com.
In Michigan, Brandywine beats Dowagiac tonight, 57-47. Nice bounce-back win for the Bobcats after being drilled by Edwardsburg on Tuesday night. Rosh, great feat to Pearson. He couldn't hang on to it, but Warsaw's Finlayson knocked it away.
It's a 14-point lead, Chuck, so it is not impossible by any means with 5:44 left in the clock for NorthWood to get back in this. You get a couple of nice 3 balls, and suddenly it can become a contest here for the Panthers. They're not out of this.
Rosh from the foul line hits. Tyler Rosh now with 12, and that's the lead.
It is now a 4-possession game.
And a steal by Colin Dietzman. Maddox Everingham down the baseline. Dietzman for 3, air ball. And here comes Warsaw the other way. Bricker for 3. That's off the mark. Gould got the rebound. Smallest guy on the floor, and a timeout called by Matt Moore It's sponsored by Male Fashions. 5:10 to go in regulation. Warsaw by 12 on Sports Michiana.
Just graduated high school and now wondering what's next? Ready to start making a difference? Now is your chance. The St. Joe County Police Department Correctional Officer's starting pay is $50,000. Working in the jail can teach you life skills that you can use as a correctional or police officer. Benefits include vacation, medical, dental, and vision. For more information, call Sergeant Kylie Williams at 574-245-6263 or apply at sjcpd.org.
And this edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you by Ferret Custom Roll Forming. At Ferret, we form value.
Your home deserves the best, and your neighborly hometown heroes are here to deliver. Glass Doctor secures your home with expert glass care. Mr. Handyman takes on small fixes to big improvements. And 5-Star Painting revitalizes your space inside and out. Trust the pros who bring you peace of mind above all else. And it looks like Aaron Wolf has done a little bit of Mr. Handyman here in this game, has allowed his team to get within 12 here as we get with 5-10 remaining in the ball game. So it's an opportunity here for Northwood. They still have a chance to come back in this one.
He might need some help with that DIY project, though. By the way, next Friday night, it's Hoosier Hearst area on Sports Michiana. We've got the semifinals of the St. Joe Sectional in Class 3A. We're on the air with the pregame at 5:45. Marion versus either Plymouth or Glenn, followed by St. Joe taking on either Culver Academy or New Prairie next Friday night on the IHSAA Champions Network.
Yeah, reminder, will be IHSAA TV only for postseason games, as always.
Luke Bricker just inside the arc, drains it. Bricker now with 7 tonight. Warsaw by 14 with 4:40 to go.
It was a good timeout by Matt Moore. Settle the troops, get a good possession, get a good basket, and extend the lead.
Miles Everingham dribbles outside. And now Maddox Everingham, strong to the basket, got the bucket of the bump.
Thank you to TireRack for being the scoreboard sponsor for the Sports Michiana Game of the Week. Need new tires? Visit TireRack.com. Check out their easy-to-use tire decision guide. Tires, wheels, and more will help you get there. And Hoover, Lover, and Cole providing that replay as Maddox Everingham getting the bucket and the foul and looking to complete the three-point play now.
83% foul shooter, and this is what Northwood needs, is the opportunity to score points with the clock stopped. 4:24 to go here in regulation. Everingham leading the Panthers tonight now with 16 points. And Northwood trying to chisel this thing back into single digits if they can get a stop right here.
4:15 left in the game.
Nearly a tie-up by Everingham. Bricker on the outside, slings it across to Laura. Down to 4 minutes to go. Down low, Finlinson got it in. Robbie Finlinson with 9. Rosh lost it off one of those big shoes of his, and here comes Warsaw the other way.
We've talked about all the stories here tonight, but nothing will be bigger than the turnover margin in this one. That by far has been the biggest difference.
It was 11-2 going into the fourth quarter. Both teams have increased that total. Bricker for 3. Maybe not the shot Matt Moore wanted right there as he shakes his head quietly in front of the Warsaw bench.
Parkview Sports Medicine was hoping that it would work out well, but it did not.
Here's Everingham for 3. Couldn't get it to go. Pearson tried to save it and did. Miles Everingham comes away with it. Maddox Everingham spinning and fouled on the way up by Bricker. And again, Northwood with 3 minutes left has a chance to score with the clock stopped.
Take a look at the replay brought to you by Hoover, Lumber, and Cole. Everingham driving in, the spin, lots of contact, and now going to the free throw line. And again, you chisel away at the lead from the free throw line. That's what you want to do, and he gets the front end of 2. He now has 17 points. Thank you to Tony Letcher for his incredible support of Sports Michiana. Tony is a licensed insurance agency insurance agent with Health Markets. If you're looking for assistance with Medicare, family, or individual health insurance, Google Tony Letcher Health Markets or visit tletcher.com.
Westview, who we saw last week on Sports Michiana, beats Eastside tonight 80-31. And after 3 in Bogo Township, Bremen leads Jimtown 42-39. Grant Martin throws one up and was fouled by Mason Pearson. Pearson with his 4th foul with 2:40 to go in this one. And Martin, who is an 82% foul shooter on a Warsaw team that shoots 78% from the line as a team, will go to the stripe.
We mentioned Colin Dietzman's efforts as a farmer. Brant Martin, pretty good one himself.
Well, he had a grand champion broiler back in 2016. I asked him at practice this week if he's had any poultry accomplishments since then, and he has not. 2:34 to go. 53-41 in favor of Warsaw. Everingham's 3 is off the mark. Pearson with the offensive rebound. They've got it down to a 10-point game, and Aaron Wolf wants a 30-second timeout with 2:26 to go. It's sponsored by Napanee Family Eye Care. We'll keep it right here. Bo Hundt, I want to come to you for a Patrick Sideline report, and NorthWood trying to chisel its way back. We're still a month away from the tournament. Both of these teams will be highly favored in their sectionals. What have you seen from NorthWood tonight, and actually the 2 times that we've had them, that's impressed you about the Panthers?
I think the biggest thing with NorthWood is they have more than just 3 players, just like Warsaw does. They have some guys off the bench that can score some points, and this game's not over. I mean, NorthWood's going to fight. They're going to battle. Only down by 10 at this point. They believe that they can claw back into this game and give it a run here in the last 2.5 minutes.
Let's give you some updates on scores from around the area. Some blowouts tonight. End of 3, St. Joe has doubled up Elkhart 72-36. Goshen leading Mishawaka 60-36. Pretty good girls game over in Michigan City, where Michigan City Marquette leads Culver Academy 12-10. We could see Bill Murchie's Culver Academy Eagles next Friday night on Sports Michiana. Halftime on the boys' side, Michigan City leading Portage 32-22. Here it's a 10-point Warsaw lead with 2:20 to go in regulation, and a steal by Maddox Everingham. NorthWood could get this down to single digits with a bucket here. Ball knocked out of bounds by Robbie Finlinson.
2:11 left in the game. Opportunity here, as Chuck mentioned, to get this to single digits.
NorthWood trailed by as many as 18 here in the second half.
Warsaw has attempted to slow it down on the offensive end, and in a way it appears to have stalled their offense.
Maddox Everingham trying to spin on Carson Gould. Couldn't get the shot, but there's Pearson, and it's rejected by Bricker.
That was a huge play. Opportunity to get it within 8 with 2 minutes to play. Instead, Bricker knocks it away.
Pearson will bully his way inside and get Finlinson up in the air, and a chance to hit free throws with 1:47 left. Pearson only a 50% foul shooter.
Hey, one more thank you to Oak and Alley for feeding our crew tonight with their delicious burgers, chicken sandwiches, and fries. Check out Warsaw's hidden gem, Oak and Alley Craft Burgers at 2308 Center Street in Warsaw.
And Pearson hits the first. It is a single-digit game. Let's see if he can make it an 8-point game with 1:47 left. 3 possessions. That's the difference here in this battle for first place in the NLC. Down to 1:40 now. Nearly a steal by Miles Everingham. Great pass. Brant Martin makes the catch in the hoop. That was huge for Warsaw. 10-point lead, 1:28 to go. Miles Everingham couldn't get it to go. Rosh the rebound up and good. Aaron Wolf says keep playing.
He's looking at the clock.
1:16 to go now. 55-47. Martin finds Lara. NorthWood has only committed 2 fouls. And it doesn't really help you to send Warsaw to the line that much anyway. They've got to be aggressive, though, and try to get steals. Laura to Martin. That should do it. 52 seconds left. Warsaw by 10. Rosh for three. Big fella couldn't get that one. Bricker the rebound. And the ball hit the support up above with 45 seconds to go. Caleb Vincent will check in for Northwood.
What an impressive evening for the Warsaw Tigers. Normally, you're talking about Brant Martin and Luke Bricker. Tonight, it's been Sam Laura and Meidenberger. And then you got guys like Parker Justice that have given you valuable minutes off the bench as well.
I think Meidenberger might be doing his first ever player of the game interview with Bo Hundt here in a moment. He's tied his career high with 15 tonight. They like to say we before me down here at Warsaw, and it certainly has been a team effort for the Tigers tonight. Bricker is fouled by Everingham with 35 seconds left, but that's only the fourth team foul on Northwood, and the serenade begins from the Warsaw student section.
By the way, shout out to Chris Skibby, our photographer on the floor. He has been embedded within the Warsaw student section all night on his position behind the basket.
He's a kid at heart. Sam Laura is fouled from behind, and he'll go to the foul line.
There's Chris. They've given him a little bit more space. I don't know if he had that much space earlier in the game.
And a timeout called by Northwood here with 33.9 seconds left. 57-47 Warsaw on Sports Michiana.
Medicare plans can be confusing, but they don't have to be. I'm Tony Letcher, licensed insurance agent. I can help you compare your options because I'm appointed with many nationally recognized carriers. With my help, you can find the coverage that fits your needs and budget. I don't want you to be my client today. I want you to be my client forever. Call Tony Letcher today to schedule your free consultation or visit tletcher.com.
This edition of the Sports Michiana High School Game of the Week being brought to you in part by the St. Joseph County Police Department. Join the team and help protect and serve our community. And the timeout called going into the break, sponsored by Male Fashions. As you look down there's some interesting male fashions down there in the Warsaw student section.
Well, and how impressive has this game been for Warsaw when you look at the fact that it was 18-16 Northwood after one quarter, then they just really buckled down. They really held Northwood. They only scored 6 points, the Panthers, in the second quarter. They weren't able to do much in the third. They've had a good fourth quarter, no question, but the lead has been so large as 18, that it was very difficult for Northwood to get back in this game. You have to credit the adjustments Matt Moore and his staff have made and have allowed them to build that lead from the second quarter through the third quarter into the fourth.
Sam Laura already with a career high tonight. 12 points as he goes to the line with 33.9 seconds left, and that is his first free throw miss of the year.
Everything has been perfect, really, for Sam Laura here tonight until that missed free throw.
In soccer, he had the winning shootout kick versus Carroll in the regional. This might rank right up there with that moment. 13 points tonight. And for Warsaw, a team that has not won a conference title in the last 4 years, this senior class, and there's 8 of them on this roster tonight, will go into first place all alone in the Northern Lakes. And by the way, they have beaten all the so-called big dogs so far in the NLC. What they have left the rest of the way would be Mishawaka and Plymouth in terms of the NLC. They do have to go to Northside Gym and play Elkhart tomorrow night, which will give them a chance to play on the sectional floor as Maddox Everingham continues his nice scoring night with 19.
But as we said from the open, they've been as advertised this year. 15-3. Their losses are against the very, very best in the state, and they're going to move to 5-0 in conference play.
They really feel like they have a chance. This will be their 9th straight win with 24 seconds left. They really feel like they have a chance to run the table here at the end of the regular season and if they were to win the sectional and have to play 3 games in that sectional, which is unlikely given it's only a 5-team sectional. But if they did have to play 3 games in that sectional, man, they could be sitting on the precipice of a Warsaw record. Here's Carson Gould, 80% foul shooter. He gets that one to go. 3 points for Gould tonight. Toughest guy on the team, according to Matt Moore. He is the heartbeat of this ball club. Has done another wonderful job running things at the point tonight. Couldn't get that one to go, and NorthWood will come the other way, down 10 with 17 seconds left. Maddox Everingham goes in strong. Bricker defends it well, and Everingham holding the back of his leg as play stops here with 7.7 seconds left, and Gould's going to go over to check on him. Maybe it's a cramp. Look at Carson Gould. Great sportsmanship here, helping flex that ankle before a NorthWood teammate could get over there to help Everingham.
Well, let's hope it is just a cramp, as his teammates trying to help him out, but
yeah, he's going to hobble off here. DeAndre Monroe will come in for the final 7.7 of this one. And Luke Bricker will head to the foul line. Bricker, you saw him in our pregame feature, Tony Letcher, Health Market Student Athlete of the Week. His sister Jocelyn plays on the girls team here at Warsaw. She's a 1,000-point scorer in her career. Talk about a family that does not live up to its name on the basketball court. It's the Brickers. Luke now with 9 in this one. 7.7 seconds left. 61-49 Warsaw. Miles Everingham for 3, can't hit. Caleb Vincent's rebound hits the side of the backboard. And the Warsaw Tigers are all alone in first place in the Northern Lakes Conference as they knock off NorthWood tonight. 61-49. So the number 6 team in Class 4A prevailing over the number 5 team in Class 3A. And a lot of hugs all around. Of course, Aaron Wolf got his coaching start here at Warsaw under Al Rhodes. He knows a lot of people here, and we talked about the transfers from Wawasee and from Warsaw, and I believe before the players get a chance to talk with Bo Hundt, they're going to have a little team prayer here at the midcourt stripe, which is a wonderful gesture and a great moment of sportsmanship here between both teams.
Absolutely. How cool is it to see? Sometimes you see this obviously between St. Joe and Marion in the Holy War after a big battle, to see this between Warsaw and NorthWood after the battle they just had on the court. And we know there's a lot of friends on this team. There's future teammates on this team in Luke Bricker and Tyler Rosh. So really neat to see this moment to come together on the court, not as opponents, but as friends and basketball players.
And so fortunately, both of these teams come out of this looking like they're unscathed injury-wise, and I'm sure that's one of the things they're giving thanks for as well. A 61-49 win. Let's go downstairs for our Reliant player of the game. Meidenberger is standing by with Bo Hundt.
Meiden, you're able to do the team prayer there with the other team. We'll get to the game in a second, but how special is that right there, doing that with the NorthWood team?
It's all glory to God, man. I mean, that's why we're here every day. Giving glory to God is what's most important to me. And it's just like walking that faithful life. So, yeah, thank you.
You got a heck of a first half, 15 points total in the game. Just talk about how you guys were able to come to NorthWood, a physique in that first half, and really take that lead.
They were manning up our best players, and me, Sam, Laura, we had to step up, and we just had to take that role of scoring. Because we know our best players, Luke and Brant, they're great players, but they're not always going to be able to get it done every game. But just props to them. They're great players, man.
Undefeated in conference. You still got 2 conference games, but how does it feel to beat the top dogs and be undefeated right now?
It feels great, man. I mean, winning the conference, that's always a great feeling. This environment, it's always great.
Hey, it's a pleasure talking to you. Best of luck the rest of the season.
Thank you, sir.
Back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much, Bo. And now it's time to look at our Big C Lumber play of the game. And that was by the other unsung hero for the Tigers tonight, Sam Lara.
Yeah, he was great in that second quarter in particular. Scored 12 of his 13 points in the second quarter. And here, Warsaw gets the steal, ballot pass. Lara goes in, the spin move, gets the foul, completes the three-point play. Our Big C Lumber big play of the game. As you take a look at it one more time, Carson Gould delivering the assist, what he does so many times all season long. And then Lara gets the score as part of a big second quarter for the Warsaw Tigers, where they outscored NorthWood 19-6. So that's really where the game turned in this one, because again, NorthWood was up by 2 after the first quarter, and then 19-6 in large part because of Lara and his efforts.
As we welcome you back into the Notre Dame Federal Credit Union broadcast booth, 2 guys with career highs tonight. Berger tying his that he set last year. Lara setting a career high with 13. You look at the numbers, though. We talked about turnovers throughout this one.
Yeah.
And it was 13 turnovers for NorthWood compared to 6 for Warsaw. But I think the other number that stands out to me, Anj, is the shooting. Warsaw hit 50% from the field. NorthWood only hit 44%. And from three-point range, Warsaw was 7 of 19. That's actually a bad night for them.
Yeah.
But NorthWood was 3 out of 12, and all 3 of those that they made were in the first quarter. So they didn't hit another 3 the rest of the game.
And not only in the first quarter, I'm pretty sure they were in the first 5 minutes of that first quarter. That's when they were able to do it. And Matt Moore really wanted to take away the 3 ball from NorthWood. He did, and then some. When you mentioned to me they're hoping to get 3 triples or less, I'm like, I don't know how you're going to be able to do that against the Everinghams. And they were able to do that. Job well done by the Warsaw defense here tonight.
By the way, Warsaw 8 out of 12 at the foul line. What are you doing?
Yeah, what a terrible 78% of the season. They go 66%. What are we doing here?
So the Tigers are 15-3, 5-0 in the Northern Lakes Conference. They go to Elkhart tomorrow night. NorthWood falls to 14-3 now, 4-1 in the NLC, and they have Concord coming to the Panther Pit on Thursday night. Our thanks to our terrific Sports Michiana crew for another job well done, led by the G-Man, Gary Martin, Tony Beltran, and Josh Kellogg in the truck. We had Ryan Fitzpatrick, Duran Gray, and Chris Skibby working the cameras out front. A reminder, Irish Football Fix is done. So the next time you hear from us is next Friday night when we've got girls sectional semifinal action. That's only found on the IHSA Champions Network. We'll be at the St. Joe 3A sectional. Marion against either Plymouth or Glen in Game 1. Then St. Joe against either Culver Academy or New Prairie in Game 2. Pre-game coverage begins at 5:45 from Alumni Gym. Now, from our broadcast partners, the Hall of Famer Bo Hundt and Angelo DiCarlo, it's Chuck Freeby. Once again, the final. Warsaw 61, NorthWood 49. So long from the Tiger Den in Lake City.
Thank you for watching the Sports Michiana High School Game of the Week. And thank you to all these great sponsors for making it possible. Support us by supporting them.